I know.
That has a... It'll probably give us an error when we turn it on, but
Oh, really?
there we go.
Yeah. Booting.
Oh, no error.
Oh, no error.
Sweet.
We should cut that in. Hey, this will probably give us an error, this thing. Welcome back to another episode of Craft Truck Tech Bites with Tyler from True. If we haven't mentioned it previously, True Audio is the place to be. All right, so we have with us here something that looks really cool. It's the Zaxcom. You know what? The minute I heard said Zaxcom, I just thought of that ColecoVision game I played as a kid, Zaxxon. Do you remember Zaxxon? I think it's somebody optioned it to turn it into a movie, Zaxxon. It was like the worst. It's like a bad version of Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. I don't remember it.
No, I don't remember that. Jeff, how old are you? Anyway, tell us about the Zaxcom.
This is the Zaxcom Nomad.
Nomad, okay, fine.
So what the Zaxcom Nomad does, it has 6 inputs, it has 10 recording tracks, it has full functioning time code, it has a DC input, it takes the AA's as well, it's got, and one of its big features that Zaxcom has, actually, it records to CF card, and there's a mirror CF card, so that mirrors whatever you want.
It's actually, this cutout here is actually showing.
Yeah,
it's actually pretty smart, because that means when you put it into your case with foam, because things are getting more and more compressed now. Let's be frank.
Yeah.
You can do with a case what you used to have like a hole. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the fact that it has this means it's designed that you have all your lines just sort of neatly dressed.
Yeah, so that basically, if I put an XLR in here, there's not a lot of strain on the cable, whereas the other ones, you know, if I put it here or something like that, now all of a sudden all the strain is right on the solder point, and you could break the XLR.
Right.
One of the coolest things about Zaxcom that they do more than anybody else is this little antenna right here is called ZaxNet, and ZaxNet essentially allows you to control your transmitters. So if your talent's out there and wearing, let's say you're wearing Zaxcom transmitters, because they also make transmitters, this device can change the frequency of that transmitter or turn up the gain on the transmitter, all remotely from this one device. So it's pretty incredible that way. The other thing...
So is it like an app or something that
no, like it communicates from Zaxcom hardware to other Zaxcom hardware.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And so I can, if because sometimes it's, for me to dig into you and let me change your wireless kind of thing, you're sitting there going, excuse me.
Right.
I'd like some personal space.
Actually, honestly, I'd probably be more like, please.
Yeah.
Tyler, go right ahead. Adjust my microphone. But turn off the cameras.
Or, like if someone goes to their trailer or something like that, I can turn down their... or pause or something like that.
Don't worry, Stallone, we got you covered.
The other thing that ZaxNet does is that it can send out a timecode signal. So Zaxcom created these IFB receivers, so the synonymous sort of Kleenex term for IFB receivers has become a Comtech. So if on a set people are wearing, you have a director and a producer that want to hear their production audio, they're wearing a Comtech receiver.
Right.
And so I have a Comtech transmitter. Well, Zaxcom decided to integrate it into their machine. But the other thing that it does is it can send timecode out. So all of a sudden I can put that receiver onto a DSLR camera, let's say, and I can output audio on the one side and timecode on the other of the camera, and now I have timecode reference and scratch track reference on camera, all from this one device.
Right. So it is a little more complicated than, say, a competitor's product?
Yes.
But by the same token, it does a little bit more.
It does a little bit more.
Namely the transmission?
That's the big guy, yeah.
Price?
It varies, actually, because this is a Zaxcom Nomad 12, but they have a Nomad 10. 12 is 12-track, Nomad 10 is 10-track, then they have a Nomad Lite. Nomad Lite is just 10-track, the 10 has ZaxNet and some other capabilities, and it's all software upgradable. So if I call Zaxcom and say, or if I call True Audio and say, hey, I'd like to upgrade my machine, we can give them a code and they punch it into their thing and bang, it unlocks it.
So
unlocks the feature.
Now you become a
more tracks available, or I have Zaxnet available to me. So it ranges from let's say $3,000 to $5,000, depending on what options you want.
Okay, so it is price competitive.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Very cool product. The Zaxcom Nomad.
Yes.
Here only at True Audio. Craft Truck Tech Bites. Thanks, man.
Thank you.